Hello guys, my name is Haley. I am the creator and designer of Haley's Design Studios. And it was crazy. January 12th-ish, I had completed one goal. And now it's January 20th. So I'm just now getting around to filming this video because I didn't know how I wanted to do this video, but we're just gonna hop right into it. So one of my goals was to pattern test 2 new patterns, and one of them I was gonna like any feedback I had to give. People were already beating me to it, but it was good to know that I was seeing things that other people were seeing. And that's the goal with pattern testing, is to look through, and I always try to do it from a beginner's perspective. Like, if I'm a beginner reading this pattern, is there any wording that might be difficult that you can't search up and look for? Or is this pattern too intermediate for a beginner that you might need to tell somebody for? Because, some people, when they pattern test, they don't realize, for a beginner, it doesn't always work the way we want it to. So, but I have now tested 3 patterns. These are all paid patterns. These are not free. So I'm gonna start with the first one that I did. Then I'm gonna do the latest one that I did because I don't have my bird with me. I will come back with that later on today. Yesterday was my birthday, so I was not filming on my birthday. I did not film at all this weekend. My husband was like, do you want to stay home? I was like, no. So we're going to go hang out with family. His cousin's wife's birthday was Friday, so we spent time with her Friday when they got in. Then then Saturday, all we did was hunt. Then yesterday, all we did was pack up the deer camp, clean up, come home, and I did a little crocheting, but nothing like I was like trying to whip things out. No, this was like, okay, what do I have near me that I can work on? And that's what I did. So I got a turtle that needs to be stuffed and eyes that need to be embroidered. Sorry for the clicking in the background. My dog has decided to get her ball and now start running around. But that is why it is now Monday. And I know what y'all thinking, Haley, it's 8 o'clock on a Monday. What are you doing at home? We are off today. It's Martin Luther King's Day. So we are off. So I am taking this day to film this video so that way I can hopefully upload it and get to YouTube. I'm trying to find a new editing app until they figure out what they're doing about CapCut, TikTok, and all that other stuff. So with that being said, let's get into this. So the first pattern test I did this year was this guy. So this is the Rhino Dino pattern by Wonder Crochet. I did not see this as a tester call on her Instagram. This was through her Patreon. So, and I had just joined her Patreon. So, there's fuzz all over it. Okay. I think I got all the fuzz. So, and this foot, when I went to sew it on, it's a little crooked. So I may tack that up a little bit. Because this leg needs to be tacked up a little bit too. Just for my liking. Nothing wrong with the pattern, just for my liking. I did have to, I didn't read correctly that you sewed the tail on, then you put the lace back on. And these are technically too close together here. So this one needs to be down a little bit, this one needs to be down a little bit, and this one needs to be down a little bit. So my placement was a little off. But for overall, it was nothing with the pattern, it was placement. And I say this to say this. I am a beginner when it comes to placement. I'm still figuring out, like, looking at pictures and stuff like that, how to put placement and stuff on. For the most part, I do pretty well. But when it comes to a dinosaur and putting on spikes, I struggle with it. I just do. I had no problem putting the tail on. I mean, he sits. I did keep that in mind, that when you do this pattern, that you want him to sit. Him, she, whatever. You want him to sit. So for the tail, I made sure to go up some, so there was a space right here, so it didn't affect the circle. But yeah, overall, I liked him. And when I was sewing him, his head went a little crooked. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with this pattern. I absolutely do love it. I am in the process of making a rhino. So, I've got the head done. I did not put eyes on it. I want to embroider eyes. So, there's that. Just because some of my bigger items, I don't have a lot of baby safe. And I know that's something that I can make baby safe, and I know the kids are going to love it. So, and as I told y'all, I'm going more towards this. Or I'm starting to anyways, using more of the glitter eyes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not completely getting rid of the black safety eyes just yet. But that's probably going to be my goal. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of things that people do to try and keep them in and stuff. You can super glue them. You can melt the backs. You can put felt. You can do all kinds of things to them. But I personally don't care for it. I personally love this. The way it looks on them. It makes the plushie just seem like it comes to life. And then that. And I can do a lot with embroidery. Like that, and I do felt. So between those three, I really don't need the black safety eyes. It's just on little projects, which I'm going to show you next, that I need the black safety eyes for. But anyways, there's this. This was pattern number 1 that I tested. Pattern number 2 I tested this weekend, actually. So if you know me and you've been watching the last few videos, I talked about the spider pattern I put out. Well, my friend Kat said that she had a spider pattern that she was going to write up and get out for testers. I said, okay, whenever you do it, let me know. I want to apply for it. Because I like that. That's something like I want to add to my booth. And I like to have different spiders. You know. And I want to support my friends. Like, and I tell people, if I text you, then you are probably one of the closest people to me. Like, I don't just text people just to text them. I have friends around me that I don't even text as much as I do my fellow crocheters. So, and with them, between her and Alana, I really don't text a lot of other people. I think I got one more number saved in my phone, and that's it. And I just don't. I'm not that type of person. Now, if you text me, yeah, I'll respond. But I'm not the one to just go out and text you first. I'm just not. So, with that being said, this is her spider pattern. I really like it. So, this was quick and easy. I was able to make this in like 15 minutes. These are surface crocheted on. So, but with the size of eyes I have, his eyes ended up being way back here. But I don't keep a lot of small eyes anymore. So for the eyes I did make another one. I gotta do this. But I put the eyes, just one set. I didn't do the second set back here. So there's that. So, but yeah, these turned out so cute. This was the third pattern test of the year for me. And I'd sell these probably for 10 in my area. I could probably get 12, but I need something that's $10 for boys in my booth. I've got 5 and I've got 8, but I need something like 10 to 12. So I may make these in 10 because I did these in Parfait Chunky and Hobie. So I'll probably charge these at 10 and then do whatever my Bernat size comes out in. I'll probably charge those for more. And then that gives me a different range. Because one thing my boys, that people come to my markets with, is like, you don't have anything for boys, like, you don't have this, you don't have that. And I was like, well, alright. So I said, well, what's something that you would like to see? And they said spiders, which of course, I made my spider, but my spider comes out a bit bigger. So, you know, I priced those at $25. So those are kind of, some parents will buy it, and then some will not. So, but I will say this much. All 3, I made 4 spiders. I've got 1 left. And it's because it's in my booth. It wasn't not taken to a market. If I had taken it to market, I probably would have sold it. But it's probably going to go in a mystery bag, and I'm going to discount it a few dollars and just get it out of my stock. But yeah. So I needed something, and so now these give me something else for boys in my markets. So, there was a few things that I noticed, and it's not anything that affects the pattern itself, except for, and I've noticed this. I noticed this when I tasted the other pattern I tested. I tested Stacy Makes, and I may just show y'all a picture so I can edit this video. That's probably what I'll do. But, testing Stacy Makes, Cardinal. It was Sitting Birds 2.0. It was a new Sitting Birds pattern she put out. I got to test a Cardinal. My grandmother, for those of you who do not know, is in a nursing home, and her favorite bird was cardinals. So I made that in honor of her. So I don't know if I'll sell it. I may, because there may be another daughter or granddaughter like me whose loved one is a Cardinals person. But we'll see. I haven't made up my mind on that yet. But the invisible decrease versus the decrease, like a regular decrease. Kat does the regular decrease. I do the invisible decrease. Just because that's what I do. So I did this in the invisible decrease, and mine looks just like hers. There's nothing wrong with it. Decrease is just your personal preference. But when I was looking at her abbreviations, I didn't see it. It didn't say invisible decrease or not, and I was like, "There's something you probably should put a note about, that you can do an invisible decrease, but her preference is a regular decrease." Just because that's something I would want to know personally. I put the invisible decrease in my patterns, so that way when someone else tested it, they're like, "Well, does it make a difference?" They're probably thinking what I did. When I was looking at cats, I was like, is it going to make a difference? Let's test it out and see. And they didn't really. Like, I had no problems with this pattern. None at all. So. I think. What else did I notice? Oh, and then, like, there was something about putting eyes, because she had the fangs in a bubble, and what you do for the legs in a bubble. So, you know, but where she put her eye placement, where she told him where she put her eye placement, she had that label eyes, so I had to do that. So it's things like that when you're looking for pattern tests. What is something obvious that you wouldn't think that you would need to add, but that you do need to add? And that's what I went through this time with this pattern. So pattern testing, don't just apply to a pattern test just to get a free pattern. Do it because like you honestly want to help the pattern writer make their pattern better. I did that a lot this year, and so any things that I saw, I was commenting on. Like I said, half the time, if people get to making it before I can, they notice things different. And so they were getting to stuff before I could even get to it. So there's that. It is what it is, you know. Just it drives me crazy. But anyways, that is that on that. What else? I think. Okay, that is it for these patterns. Now I'm gonna show you a picture. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back to give you an update on the pattern test I got to try. My last one that I showed you was the little spider by Kat at Kat's Crafty Corner Crochet on Instagram. I know she has a Ravelry shop and an Etsy. I will link her down below for y'all in the description box. Because her spider pattern today is 20% off. I don't know if that sells today and tomorrow or if it's just today. So, but I will have her tab below. But anyways, the other pattern I was going to show y'all, I know y'all heard me talk about it. Stacy Makes Cardinal that I was talking about yesterday. It turned out so cute. I used Big Twist Posh in red, orange, and black. And then I used these sparkly eyes. So that was real nice. So that is all of these patterns that I've tried. Like I said, this is a very wonderful pattern. I will probably sell this for 20. The spiders I'm gonna sell for 10, and the Parfait Chunky and Hobie, which is what I've tried. I'm gonna see what size they come out in Bernat. I've actually got some yarn and stuff here to the side of me, you can see. And then my dinosaur, I think I want to sell him for between 40 and 50. I haven't really decided on a amount yet, but between 40 and 50. So, but anyways, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the button that looks like this, and leave me a comment down below which one are you going to go try. Stacy's Sitting 2.0 bird pattern. It comes with a cardinal, a mallard, a pelican, and a seagull. So it comes with 4. So, and there is a pattern now to make the web feet. So now you can do that. And I'm gonna try and go ahead and start getting another YouTube video ready for y'all. I started doing this Sunday, what have I made, crocheted, and doing this week, finishing off things. What's my count for January, how many plushies have I made in total, how many I have not made, and what my goal is left for that. I did buy yarn, but with the whole Joann's thing, I wanted to get some Posh while it was on sale. I wanted to, plus it was my birthday, so the only money I spent of my own was at Michael's. What else did I get? I think that was it. I don't think I got, I think I pretty much have stick to it. So, we shall see. Y'all may see another yarn haul. I've got yarn from Joann's coming in because, like I said, I did buy Big Twist Posh while it was on sale after I heard this whole thing about going with Joann's. Do I really think that they're going out? I'm halfway yes, halfway not. I'm really hoping that somebody picks it up, because if not, I'm not really worried about the Bernat blanket. Like, I've got a place to buy that. It's the Big Twist Posh and the Big Twist variety. You know, like, what we're gonna do about that? So that's my only concern. So, also, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've been wearing my scrunchies that I got from XXL Scrunchie Co. And her name is Tina. Anyways, I got her scrunchies and I've been wearing them. This one I want to say is the Taylor, like Taylor Rose here on YouTube. I think this one's hers. Anyways, you can tell I've been using it because now, like, it's not perfect anymore. But I got this, and I've been using these scrunchies. I got some hair claws for her. I need to get her smaller set of hair claws because my hair, after I got colored and stuff last year, I also got it thinned, so my hair's not as thick. So I haven't been using the bigger hair claws anymore. So, but yeah, I love these scrunchies that she makes. They're perfect for just everyday use. So I recommend you go and get you some scrunchies. This was my other birthday gift to myself, was going and getting scrunchies. Because she had like her box day sales going on or something. So I got me something, and then like I got my dog something. Well, I got me several different things. I got my dog something. It's one of those dog bandanas. So it's a little bit big, but if she gets anything away or whatever, she'll be able to wear it. So that was what I was kind of like hoping for. But I mean, if it's a little bit big, I ain't worried about it. Just not worry about it. But anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.